Hey everybody, it's your girl Raquel, and this is Reading the Pages of Life. We have come to the last chapter of the book, The Secret, and this has been an awesome journey. So there's a lot of things that I want to cover in this session, so I want to try to hurry up. One of the key points in this last chapter to kind of put an icing on the cake, if you will, is to really understand that we are energy beings. We are full of energy. We are a life source. We are a magnetic field. And so when we start to understand that and realize that, then we will understand that the key to drawing those things to us that we want has a lot to do with the frequencies that we put out into the atmosphere and into the world. Dr. Ben Johnson says everything is energy. And let me help you to understand that just a little bit. There's the universe, our galaxy, our planet, and then individuals. And then inside of these bodies are organs, then cells, then molecules, and then atoms. And then there is energy. So there are a lot of levels to think about, but everything in the universe is energy. So that's key to really understand what the secret is all about and how to operate or function within the secret and make it work and apply it to your life. You first have to understand that we are not just this physical body. Everybody sees this flesh, but it's more to us than just flesh. James Ray says most people define themselves by this finite body, but you are not a finite body. Even under a microscope, you are an energy field. What we know about energy is this. You go to a quantum physical and you say, you go to a quantum physicist and you say, what creates the world? And he or she will say, energy. Well, describe energy. Okay, and this is how it is described. It can never be created or destroyed. It always was, always has been. Everything that ever existed always exists. It's moving into form, through form and out of form. You go to a theologian and ask the question, what created the universe? And he or she will say, God. Okay, describe God. Always was and always has been, never been created or destroyed. All that ever was always will be, always moving into form, through form and out of form. You see, it's the same description, just different terminology. Wow. So if you think you're this meat suit running around, think again. You're a spiritual being. You're an energy field operating in a large field, a larger field. So that's one of the things that we have to wrap our minds around. And I know as Christians and believers, sometimes it's hard to think outside of the Bible and think outside of what you've always been taught. But understand that there is some proof behind this whole thought process of energy. We are energy, okay? And so when we talk about the secret, one of the questions asked was, how does all of this make you a spiritual being? And how does it apply with the secret? So the author says here, for me, the answer to that question is one of the most magnificent parts of the teachings of the secret. You are energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed. Energy just changes form, and that means you, the true essence of you, the pure energy of you, has always been and always will be. You can never not be. You can never not exist. So when we, as Christians, we say the soul never dies. So the soul lives on in eternity. But energy when we describe energy, that it cannot be created, it has always been. The same thought process. It is. You shall always be. So this is some deep stuff. That's on another level. Are you guys following me? And so, in essence, we are the most powerful transmission tower that there is. Okay? And so, the author says here, let me explain how you are the most powerful transmission tower in the universe. In simple terms, all energy vibrates at a frequency. Okay? Being energy, you also vibrate at a frequency. And what determines your frequency at any time is whatever you are thinking and feeling. All the things you want are made of energy, and they are vibrating too. Everything is energy. Now, here's the wow factor. When you think about what you want and you emit that frequency, you cause the energy of what you want to vibrate, and that frequency, and you bring it to you. As you focus on what you want, you are changing the vibrations of the atoms of that thing, and you are causing it to vibrate to you. The reason you're the most powerful transmission tower in the universe is because you have been given the power to focus your energy through your thoughts and alter the vibrations of what you are focused on, which then magnetically draws it to you. So this is the laws of attraction, that like attract likes. So whatever you are putting out, whatever you are emitting to the universe, that is what you are getting back. We are literally live wires, literally. Okay, so let's see. It says this section, the one universal mind, one God, one baptism, one mind. It's all one, right? Okay, so let's see. So depending upon how we use that power that we have, positively or negatively, that's the kind of body, in terms of health, that's the kind of environment we create. So we are the creators not only of our destiny, but ultimately we are the creators of our universal destiny. We are the creators of the universe. So there's no limit really to human potential. It's the degree to which we recognize those deep dynamics and exercise them, the degree to which we harness our power, and that really has to do again with the level at which we think. Now again, we must understand that, and I covered this early on, but we must understand our belief system as Christians. We believe that we are created in God's image. He breathed into us the breath of life. That means He gave us a portion of Himself. He gave us the ability to speak things into existence. He gave us the ability to think things into existence. So we have to bring our mind up to a higher conscience. We have to now walk into the power that we were given at creation. We are creators. Okay, so John Asareth says, we are all connected. We just don't see it. There isn't an out there and in here. Everything in the universe is connected. It is just one big energy field. So we must understand that we're all connected. And there's a lot of different studies of the stars, of the water. I mean, I don't know the technical names of those studies or those fields of studies, but we're all connected. And so why is it that the animals can feel when there's a high tide coming in on the ocean? I mean, when you look at all of this stuff, you can see that we are all connected as life source, as energy. Now, one of the things that they talk about here is negativity and how we feel about other people. And when we talk about other people and when we put negative energy out about other people, how that comes back and it harms us. So that's one thing that you have to understand, that your negative thoughts about someone else will return to harm you. Actually return to harm only you, they say. We are one. You cannot be harmed unless you call harm into existence by emitting those negative thoughts and feelings. Now that's deep. Think about every negative emotion there is, and you will discover that every one of them is based in fear. Fear causes a separation as well. They come from thoughts of separation and from seeing yourself as separate from another. Okay, so that's a good point that we need to talk about. The feeling of being separate. That a lot of times causes people to feel fear and to be defensive, and can cause you to be negative. Another one is competition. They say competition is an example of separation. Okay, first, when you have thoughts of competition, it is coming from a lack mentality, as you are saying there is a limited supply. So now I have to compete for something. I have to compete for love, or compete for attention, or compete for popularity or money, when there's enough of all of that to go around for everybody. But we feel that way, that we have to compete because of lack, and then, well, a fear of lack, that I'm not going to get what I need. The law of attraction: as you compete, you will attract many people and circumstances to compete against you in every single aspect of your life. And in the end, you will lose. We are all one. And so when you compete against yourself. You have to get competition out of your mind and become a creative mind. Focus only on your dreams, your visions, and take all competition out of the equation. Now that's deep. That's deep, because I know a lot of people that are very competitive, and they're competitive in everything. And I'm not just talking about friendly competition with games and stuff, but I'm talking about in life. That's a very negative energy that you're drawing to yourself. So that's something that you want to be conscious of as well. Everything comes from the universe and is delivered to you through people, circumstances, and events by the law of attraction. And you draw those things to you with your mind. When you emit the perfect frequency of what you want, the perfect people, the perfect circumstances, and events will be attracted to you and delivered. A person who sets his or her mind on the dark side of life, who lives over and over the misfortunes and disappointments of the past, prays for similar misfortunes and disappointments in the future. If you will see nothing but ill luck in the future, you are praying for such ill luck and will surely get it. Now, what does that mean? That your past, you have to let your past go. Stop dwelling on the past. If you constantly live in the past, you're going to constantly pull those things to you. So it's very important that we have to change your mindset and change the way that you think about it. Let's see, Michael Bernard Beckwith said, and you can break yourself free from your hereditary patterns, culture codes, and social beliefs, and prove once and for all that the power within you is greater than the power within the world. That is by changing your mind and understanding that you are not your past, okay? And you are not the negative that people say you are. You are who you want to be, that great, awesome, magnificent king or queen that you were created to be. You are that, and you can have those things that you want to have. You have to first change your mindset and understand that. Okay? Let's see, some more good stuff. Okay. Here's the author says, it is a good idea to become aware when you say, I am not, and to think about what you are creating as you say it. A powerful insight shared by Dr. Wolf has been equally documented by all the great teachers with the power of the words, I am. And we actually talked about the power of I am earlier on in one of the segments. When you say I am, the words that follow are summoning creation with a mighty force, because you are declaring it to be a fact. You are stating it with certainty. And so immediately after you say, I am tired, or I am broke, or I am sick, or I am late, or I am overweight, or I am old, guess what? The universe says, you are. And your wish is my command. So you have to then in turn Flip that thing. I am healed. I am well. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am beautiful. Okay, so that come on, people, you guys have to get this concept. Okay, and we talked about the power of I am earlier on, so you guys have to watch that particular video as well. But here's an affirmation that they wrote. This, it says, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I am all of those things. So I just want to say to you guys that this has been a very, very interesting journey. I have enjoyed sharing the book, The Secret, with you. There's so much in this book. I was not able to get to everything that's in here, but I definitely want to encourage you to go and purchase the book, sit down and read it, take some notes, not just read it and take notes, but apply it. You know, do something different. Dare to be different. There's nothing wrong with reading and understanding the books that help shape who we are. This is based on some biblical principles. We talked about all of them throughout the other videos that I've already created and that you guys have been watching. But I really want to encourage you to let you know that you are not your past. Okay, you are not bad. You are not evil. Okay, you are wonderful. You are awesome. God created you. He made you in His image, and He gave you His power to create and to develop and to be everything that you want to be. Okay, and so again, we're done with The Secret, and I can't wait to get to our next book. But I want to encourage you guys to get The Secret. Please know this, that there is so much more work that you have to do. Okay, so get up, be encouraged, don't let anybody stop you, and do and master your dreams and your goals. Make them happen. I leave you with this. What are you reading that is feeding your subconscious mind, your spirit man, your soul, that is forming the way you see yourself, the way you see others, the way you see your universe and the world around you? Be blessed, and hey, I'll see you guys on the next round.